Here we go. Welcome in, welcome in. Let's get F1 Clash underway. Hope everybody is doing absolutely fine. Tuesday Fun Day, that's what we call it. Last stream before the new season. So let me just load up the chat. Let's see who we've got in here. Let's have a look. Right. Let's load it up. Alright then, chat is on after I watch this advert. I've got an advert on my own stream. Beautiful. Andrew, just coming in with the big £2 already. Jeez, Andrew, I haven't even got to the chat yet. Legend as always. So, let's have a look who we have got in here. T4, Benjamin, Andrew's here. We've got Doctor, Daryl's here, Benjamin. Less than a week to go. Thailand's Army's here. Scott Owls. Daryl's here and Paolo. Welcome all in. Andrew, you legend as always. Thank you so much for the £2. I see everybody filtering in now as well, which is great to see. I'll have a look at the CC point shortly. I can share it after as well. So I'm just going to get my channel link sorted and we will start some racing and a look at some drivers as well. So let's share. I'm doing this on a dodgy iPad, so it's pretty slow. Let's get into a race while we sort it out. Yes, new season, we are nearly here. Manuel, welcome. Petroselli Petri, welcome. Yes, new season, not far away now, folks. It's going to be absolutely fun. Who is looking forward to the season then? Come on, who is looking forward to it? It's going to be a blast, I'm hoping. Rochelle, welcome. Nice to see a fair few of you in here already. Some great numbers as well. Make sure you share the stream. Make sure you like the video as well. Let's get this spread out for the new season. And we'll have a look through the drivers in a bit as well. We're going to try and do a full sprint. So that should be good. And we can see what rewards we would get as well. Yeah, not long now. So what we got pretty much a week, isn't it now? 1 week to go until everybody starts downloading the update. Everyone starts off with no parts and no cars. Daryl, if you can't get it, you're best going into you're best saving your coins to that next CC points if you can't get there. 100%. So guys, let's see what we can do here. We're going to use Dead Fast and we're going to use Eclipse. I probably want to do these the other way around if I'm honest, but never mind. Let's see what we can do in Miami. T4, thank you very much, mate. P2 and P10 this weekend, yeah. We did pretty well this weekend. So, we're using boost against his rival. He's probably not going to be too happy. But we're going to try and get Latifi through the field. A bit of practice. And we've got Perez, P2. Latifi, we're going to cut down and target the straights. That is the good old strategy on this. And we've got a lot to get through. And here comes Latifi, the GOAT himself. I'm quite interested to see what everybody's strategy is for the new season. What is everybody thinking of their approach? I want to hear some plans that are out there, as Latifi absolutely bombs it down the inside. And we'll look after them tyres. And we've got a safety car. Nice little safety car here. So let's get into the pits. The mediums. So that gives me an idea to get back up on the chat. 18 of you in here. That's creeping up. Nice to see everybody as well, so early on in the stream. I am planning everybody as well. So when the release comes out on the Tuesday, I am going to start trying to potentially do a live stream most nights. And obviously we'll be racing through as well. So let me know if you would watch a live stream maybe most nights of the new launch, because that's what I'm planning. I'm going to sort of hope to release videos and do live streams of me grinding away, trying my best at it. And that's what the plan is. Benjamin's definitely watching, and so is Andrew. Andrew's going to be watching as well. But yeah, the hope is this is my first full season doing live streams, so hopefully we can get you all on board and get you some top finishes next season. That's what we want. Scott, you're learning well, mate. Yes, do not raise them flags too high next season. We don't know if it's still going to be the same or not. We're not too sure yet. But if there isn't, we don't want to push too hard. So we've only lost a couple of places here with Latifi. And we are ahead on points by 2. As the slowest safety car going round as it goes. Paul Hine, welcome to the chat. Nice to see a new face in here as well, off memory. Appreciate your support and coming to watch. So as I said earlier, we're going to do some sprints. We're going to look at some of the new drivers that have come out recently as well. We're going to talk strategies as well. Daryl, I think it's best not to raise your flags really quickly. I think it's always best just to keep lowish flags. 100%. I don't want to see anybody having the same issues. And look at this. Latifi up to P9. Perez out front. Yes, Benjamin saw the Alonso 99 overtaking. That is going to be incredible. I think that'll be one of the best drivers out there. Andrew, I think that's a good choice. I think there's no point rushing up. I think you want to take your time and work out where it is best to be. I think that's a massive shout. F1 Maestro, I do plan, so you know how I do my Thursdays rewatches? I'm going to record the rewatch of one of the flag dropping videos, so I am going to release that shortly, probably on Thursday, just to give everybody a little bit of a reminder. So maybe Thursday, watch out for a dropping flags video. So look at this, Latifi up to P2. No problem, Maestro, mate. Daryl, basically you unlock your latest series and then you go and lose a load of flags from your previous series. That's how you do it. Yeah, Andrew, that does kill it. I am interested to see if the best and worst driver works next season. That would be very interesting to see. But yeah, Daryl, I've definitely got a lot of videos out there, but you basically forfeit tons of races to drop the flags. But yeah, you need a lot of coins, you need a lot of patience, you need a lot of everything. And look at this, guys and girls. We started P17 of Latifi. And we are in to P1 and 2 at the moment. Potentially, Paolo, yes, ERS only. Benjamin mentioned the boost start. We will have some sort of perfect start. It'll be interesting to see what it will be. But I think everybody's going to have to get used to a very different concept. It seems like a lot of changes, and it is going to be pretty much like a new game. For Maestro, I haven't got a clue, mate. That's genuine. I generally don't know. But I would expect it's something around it. They've changed it to battery, obviously. We've all seen the battery / ERS thing. It's just a case of how it works. Yeah, Paolo, it could be anything. It could be you have to maintain it like in real life. Or it could just be fuel, but an electric version. Like, it could be absolutely anything. So, Perez and Latifi, P1, P2, from middle and back of the grid. Mark, evening. Nice to see you here. Benjamin, even the creators don't know too much about what is happening in the new season. Not many at all. So, even we're guessing at the moment. One day we'll find out, but just not yet. So that was a good race. From the back, coming all the way through, shows you what's possible in this game. And we're going to keep doing these kind of things. Let's have a look at the driver difference here. Yeah, we were definitely behind. Car was better, but drivers not so much. Yeah, for Maestro, it depends how. I think anything's possible. You could charge it. You could use it for a lap to push, or not. You just don't know. Cage the King, welcome. Paolo, I think that's what keeps the suspense going. Everybody doesn't know what's happening at the minute. I've never known 40 lap races. I've only known 12. So in not last season, I think the season before potentially, they did go with longer lap races. It was an interesting one. They did trial it. And it was all right, actually. It took a lot of getting used to. Obviously, a lot of different strategies out there. But it did take a lot of doing like 12 laps on Monza, for example, coming into the pits 3 or 4 laps. And they've also done sprints as well. Obviously, you all were there this season. Bahrain was a 4-lap race, was it? So everything is possible in this game. Everything's been trialled. Yeah, good spot F1 Maestro, but yeah, I've never seen that long. I think I'd get a bit bored. I'd have to go. I mean, what's that? 40 laps at 30 seconds a lap? What, 20-minute races? Oh. That'd be some serious going. Right, so what do we do here? Kawhi. Oh, yeah, no. We're going to have to go power, I think, here. Let's go. I don't really know what to go. Dead fast. Let's go Eclipse again then, shall we? Down that straight, that's where we're going to be targeting. Oh yeah, T4 safety cars in Jeddah on that could be insane with that many crashes. Yeah, Benjamin, we'll try and protect you from safety cars. So we've got a real player here. Can we overcome? And it's all going to be about targeting the straight on this track, using the speed boosts to come through the field, as Perez is about to lose multiple positions, make it 3. But does get back through and potentially nearly loses it again. So if you didn't know on Mexico, you want to be a good second or so behind now. Look, I've got a nice bit of gap. And then can we blast past? We've got enough gap to do it. And there we go. Into P9, P8 and nearly P7. We're going to keep him boosting though. And cut down. So just going to try and bring our way through the field. Yes, Andrew. Hit the like, guys. Hit the like button. It's free to do. Doesn't cost a penny. Silverstone could be, yeah. Scott, 8 laps will be a very different one. It'll catch a lot of people out. So can we get Perez back through? So 7th then for Perez. And Latifi now in to P12. We're going to cut down. Yeah, Benjamin is sticking April Fools on 40 lap races. That'll be interesting. So what have we got ahead of us? Bunch of hard tyres. Can we get ahead of this car already? Hard tyres. We wanted to try and get rid. Not going to happen. We're going to change to mediums. And Latifi as well. But Latifi's going to have to cut down. He hasn't got the tyre management. So let's cut him down. And we're on top of the rival at the minute. Rival back in P14 and P17. As we start our sprint off. Gaming Madness. Time is 20 minutes past 7 in the evening where I am at the minute. What about you? Where are you from? Where is everybody from? Let's hear ya. As Latifi finally in. Yeah, F1 Maestro. I've got tons of them. I want to show you what's possible as well. Benjamin, I'm using Perez and Latifi because it gives me a good starting position, P8, P16. So you at home get to see me race through the field and use good strategies rather than me P1, P2, just boring it out to the finish. So we've got Scott's from Sheffield, Paul's Doncaster, Benjamin, yeah, near Cambridge. We've got Petrocelli from Brazil, all the way from Brazil. Gaming Magnus from India. Mark's from Plymouth. Frederick from Guyana. So we've got a very good variety in here, which is great to see. I am from the Midlands in England, so near Coventry would be the best way to describe for anyone who lives in England. So we've got Perez P4, Latifi P12, takes P11 or nearly, does now take P11. Paulo's living from Portugal, but living in Rio de Janeiro. I assume it is in Brazil, Paulo. Andrew's definitely from sunny Leeds, as he confirms. Frederick, I'm about 2 hours away from London. 2 hours drive. Yes, T4, that's what we like to see. We like to see improvements on this game, and honestly, I hope to speak for T4 and many of you that I do hope this season you all have improved your positions, your strategies, your gameplay, because that's what I'm here for. So hopefully you have all learnt as well. But yeah, T4's from the Netherlands. David, welcome. How are you doing, mate? Hope you're well. $30 people in here now. Make sure you hit the like button. I want to see some new faces as well. If you're just watching, make sure you comment down below. And let me know who's in here. So I'll go into another race. F1 Maestro has been watching TikTok too much with his Wakey Wakey Wines comment. So here we go, see where we qualify on the back foot. Daryl, good job. Glad to hear they've helped. Yeah, Frederick, it takes a bit of time to get rid of them. So, what we're going to do here, I think we're going to go Voice. Not got many of them left. And Latifi, we're going to stick, I think it's going to have to be Taurus. And we're going to see what we can do from here. Kamegi, welcome in the chat, mate. Benjamin, I haven't looked at the GP tracks just yet, if I'm honest. I assume we've got Miami quite a lot. Would be the obvious choice. We've got a real player here. So can we overcome with this setup, these drivers, this rival? And already we're up to P4. Can we get P3 by this corner? And we can't. We're going to cut down. Latifi's made good ground up to P11. So this is going to be a tricky race to overcome. It's going to be a close battle. So let's see if we can hold off. And that's a terrible line by Perez. Can we get Perez past Hamilton down into this corner? Can we? No, we can't. Hamilton's on, or goes wide, and we still can't get the job done on the soft tyres. But we should be able to do 5 laps on this medium and come back for the softs at the end. 6 Miami's, absolutely. 2 in qualifying, 2 in opening round, and 2 in the final round. So if you haven't mastered Miami, then you need to make sure you do. Because it's going to be, you'll all know it out like the back of your hand after this GP. So let's see if we can get past Leclerc. He's on the hard tyres. He's going to hold us up here. And round the outside we go. Into that position. Come back for some mediums. Latifi's got good tyre management because of that Taurus. So we're going to bring him a bit closer. See if we can get the job done. It's pretty close between these two at the minute. Going to be a very tight finish, that's for sure. Not yet T4. I think we're putting it off at the minute, potentially. Just a few issues that we've had to try and iron out. But we're getting there, we're getting there. So, Latifi comes through. Can't get past the rival. That would have been good to get through. And where is our rival? So we're ahead. We're basically level at the minute, pretty much. Ryan Ferretti, absolutely. Obviously, adverts, GP rewards each week. And obviously the 10 crate offers are a massive help. So, yeah, that's where some of it does come from. Cheers, D4. Thank you. So, can we win this race? What do you reckon, guys and girls? Can we win this? We're currently neck and neck. Absolutely neck and neck. This is a pretty good race, and we're in the lead just at the minute. We need to get past the Ferrari, and we do. We're going to have it. Benjamin, thank you, mate. Thank you for the support. Can we get the win? We are up to P7 with Latifi. P3 is still trying to close down this rival from F1 Sweden. And we're giving it our best shot. It's going to be a close battle to the end. We've got 2 cars here fighting each other. If this rival gets P1, we need to get P2 at the very least. He goes through into P1. Now we're losing. We're now winning again. It's topsy-turvy all the way through. Can we at least get P2? This could be a huge one if we can. And we do get P2. Latifi is trying to close down P4. George Russell, 1.3 seconds, is not going to get him. He's not going to get him at all. And it looks to the map because I think we might have just survived. We have. We overcome difficult matchup here in Brazil. Score 43 points from difficult positions. And we do manage to beat the rival by 1 point. Yes, F1 Maestro, we're all going to be fighting from the back this time next week. No more starting from the front. That is the fun part of this game. So, we're leading the way to get our gold crate at the minute. And we'll carry on with some brilliant strategies and see what we can do. We've got another real player. Not sure if it's the same one or not. but we're about to find out. Remember, lower team score, but we are using some not so good drivers. And we're at Zandvoort for this one. So can we get the job done here? Oh, Andrew, everyone's going to be at 0. Everyone's going to be the same. How fun is that going to be? You're all going to be fighting people with the similar team score, similar one. That's going to be cool. So, we're going to go on this one. And we're going to go... I can never find my boost. That's why I'm glad this sort feature's coming out. Right, so let's use Taurus again. And Eagle. See if we can get through. Yes, Mark, if anyone is looking for a team, we are recruiting in ASWF1 at the minute. So let me know if you are interested. As we get a good start. Ryan, yes, so they're removing the fast start, the boost start, which everybody uses at the moment. It is in favour of the perfect start, and you are exactly right. Not a lot of people are going to be able to do their massive boosts off the line, including myself, and you are going to have to come through the pit field a little bit more. So it is going to open up a lot more points dropping. So it is going to be very, very interesting. And if you are interested in ASWF1 clubs, you can let Gary know as well. Gary, Mark, myself, whoever it may be. Jump in the Discord server and let me know. So, we look like we're going to potentially come out all right on this one. Yeah, skill and knowledge is going to be massive coming up. It's going to be... I mean, anybody can boost into the lead of a race at the minute if you start near the front. And it is going to level the playing field a lot more. Yes, Gary, we'll get your name out. Don't worry, we'll get you a shout out. It's fine. I know you wanted one. No, you wanted one. But yeah, I can't wait for Tuesday. Honestly, hopefully we will get a live stream out on Tuesday night for some first sort of look through the series. That'll be very good to do. Benjamin, I'm practicing now, look. I'm practicing from the middle of the pack. I'm racing the difficult races now to get used to it. Daryl, how do you mean, mate? Latifi's making his way up. Gary, yes. Have fun, mates. Catch you tomorrow for qualifying. We're going to have to cut Perez down. We're not going to have to cut Perez down. We're all good. Daryl, just mention in the Discord server if you're in there. Or apply to ASW F1 troops and we can take it from there. Vishal GP levels. I haven't heard anything different at the moment, so I expect it still to be the same. It was the same last year. So I do expect still to see Junior, Challenger, Contender and Champion. There's nothing been leaked at all to express any changes to that format. So I'd be very surprised if they do. Gary, love it. Gary knows. Gary's saying commiserations, but what we don't know is his wife just told him to come off the phone now and put it down because he's been on it all day. That's what's actually happened there. Yeah, Daryl, just at me to check it after the stream, mate, and I'll have a look. And that's in my server as well, not the F1 Clash server. Yeah, Andrew, I think it is key to wait straight away in the series. I think there's no point rushing up and getting caught out. I think it's best to let everybody else suffer and then find your way. Touch My Dilly, welcome in, mate, you legend. How are you doing? Yeah, Daryl, or send me a message privately on Discord and I can take a look. No problem. Yeah, at me after the stream, mate. No problem. That is fine. So Perez is going to win this race, nearly lapped our opponent. Latifi is still flying along, about to take P11, and does so on that Taurus. A big thing for the new season, everybody. Tyre boosts are going to help you massively because your cars are not going to have, and your drivers are not going to have great tyre management. So any tyre boost which helps your management is going to be absolutely key. Think of it as if Miami, as we know at the moment, Miami and Jeddah are really bad tyre management. That's what it's going to be like at the new season. So things like Taurus, Rooster, Eagle, or Eagle's, Eagle will work. You're going to be benefiting from them. Well, yeah, Benjamin, you make a good point. How many boosts do they completely rechange? Will they give tyre management still or not? Who knows? Andrew, it could be a massive trick, that, because Eternal Flame could be the best boost on the game next season. You just don't know. Who knows what's going to happen in the new season? So, we've won all the races so far, I think. Where are we on win streak? We're on a 38 win streak, so we don't want to lose that for a bit of fun. So let's go into another one. See if we can win this sprint. Maestro, no. Boosts only count as a single item. They don't get boosted. You got to take all the boosts you get. Boosts are a massive factor in this game. As you can see on my free-to-play account, I struggle with boosts. It's so tough to come by. But I make the best of a bad bunch. So P8, P13. And boost round here, we're going to go with Ode. And we're going to go with... Let's go with... What should we go with? Oh, I'm running out of time. Dead fast. Let's see what happens here. Let's show you a little bit of something. Yeah, Hex is a free boost. And we've got a real rival who says good luck, and he's probably not going to be happy because we've used boost as well. Trying to overcome, try and show you some strategies at home. This person's not going to be happy. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and do something a little bit different here. And we're going to try and do the undercut. Now, the undercut is very powerful at this track. And we don't really need to do the undercut, but we're quite far ahead of where we want to be. But let's do it for a bit of fun. And we're going to come in at the end of this lap. Yeah, Ryan, Eagle's a great boost. Just depends what they do with it next season. It could become useless next season. We just don't know. Paul, appreciate you coming along, mate. Very much appreciated. Enjoy your food. So let's bring Latifi in. We're going to do the famous undercut, which we like doing for a bit of fun. And what we're going to do is then avoid all this chock-a-block pit stops. We don't need to push too much at the minute. We'll see if we can make the odd position, which we can't. We're just going to sit. Now, we didn't have to do this. I'm going to do it just for a bit more fun, because he was in a very good position. So we're going to start boosting now. And everyone is starting to jump into the pits. We were about 4 places behind Perez when we came in. And we're going to make a few positions up now. And we get in to P14. Now we're going to leave him boost him. And he makes another space. Now everybody's going to come into the pits this lap. And we should get Latifi up even further and basically do a pit stop, which is opposite to all the AI. Latifi now into P12. Going to get past all these in the pits as well because of that undercut and into P4. The problem is he's got to come back and pit though. Yeah, self-control. Self-control could be amazing next season. We might all wish we had loads of it. So undercut is going to work brilliant around here, folks. You need to use the undercut in Imola. Perez is about to take P2. Remember, Latifi was P12 before we did the undercut. And he's coming out in P7 and doesn't have to pit now until finish. Perez coming in for some soft tyres. Now in to P1. Oh, F1 Maestro, don't you worry, I've got a week off. I'm actually in Scotland, so there probably won't be much videos coming over the weekend for GP. It'll probably, if anything, will be without commentary, because I'm not going to have time. But I'll be trying to produce as many videos as I can for the start of the season. How to win each series, any tips and hints and tips that I pick up. We'll be using as many as we can. So can we get P1 here? Can we hunt down Charles Leclerc? Latifi is into P3. He's on the podium. Can we get the win? We're behind the Ferrari. Is the Ferrari going to bottle the strategy? It's going to run out of tyres near the end. And we do get P1. And the nice little undercut works a treat. As we go P1 and P3. Benjamin, you'd be a max account if it wasn't for YouTube now. Ryan, best thing to do. Last season, the best drivers, the epics, Hamilton, Verstappen, were the best ones to use your CC points on. It just depends what gets released this season. I can't really tell you what yet, because we just don't know. Andrew, what's your flags and team score? Let me know. Darryl, that's enough, yeah. Pit pass. I mean, look what you get with pit pass. You get, if you'd have done it this year, Leviathan, Max Verstappen, it's definitely worth doing, I would say. And it's only cheap as well, per month. I think I've got you on here, haven't I, Andrew? Ah, there you are. We should be able to match, I'd expect. Oh, Andrew, I'll use my dodgy setup then, yeah. I'll use my Perez Latifi. Jordan, was that you then? Sorry, Jordan. Andrew, start the race at 1943. Yeah, Jordan, I had to use boosts. I apologise. Just trying to show people the strategies. So, apologies you had to have that done to you. Didn't do it intentionally to annoy you, that's for sure. Series 12, Andrew, we will go for. Anybody else wants to search? Jordan, was you already watching the stream, or did you come on here after? Be interesting to know. Right then, 1943, we're going to start and see if we can match anybody. You can come and try and ruin my sprint races. And we're going to start to search. Yeah, Jordan, that's when you know. That's when you know I'm... I wouldn't usually use boosts like that, so... We do get a match-up. Don't know if they're in here or not. So we've got some more boosts to use then on this guy. Andrew will try again after this. We'll keep trying to match people. Yeah, Andrew, we'll try again in a minute, mate. Let's finish this race and then we'll go again. Andrew just wants to ruin my current win streak. We're on a 40 win streak and Andrew wants claim to fame that he can destroy it. I reckon that's what he's up to. I reckon I've sorted him out here. Jane Woods. Depends how you mean, mate. I think you've just got to know your strategies when you're racing. You've got to know what boost to use, what strategies to use, when to change your strategy. You've always got to think ahead. Or don't always react when it happens. Always think ahead. Look what your AI is doing. These are all going to pit lap 4 and lap 5. That's what I know straight away. So it's always just understanding what's around you, attacking the best places to overtake as well. Oh, Andrew, 100%. I love playing GP at the moment when it matches real players. It's not great for scoring in the GP. Obviously, we'd all love 8 bots and score our maximum points. But you can't beat the fun you have when you do get a real player. It is so fun. T4 reckons bots should be removed. The only problem is, if you remove bots, how long would it take to find a real player? That would be the interesting part. Here goes Latifi with the old bumper cars. Can't make the move stick, and we've got a safety car, and we're going to gamble. We're going to bring Latifi in for something different. And we're just going to boost to the end here. T4 plays like a bot. Bots can have good strategies sometimes, though, I must say. So, we've pulled the pin pretty early here to see if we can get through the field with Latifi. Everybody is going to have to pit in front of us. Latifi isn't. Here's the man, the myth, the legend of Javier. Welcome, mate. Kajane, you have to tell me if I'm saying your name right or wrong, because I'm not the best with names, but we had longer laps previously, last year. They didn't change the tyre life, though. You still had the same tyre life, which was slightly annoying. So I would like to see something different. Longer laps, shorter laps, bit of everything. Maybe a sprint format in terms of sprint GP, where you do 4 laps of track or something. Yeah, Kamegi, it just depends, 50-50 chance with the safety car. It can really go one way or the other. But yeah, Javier, hope you're well, mate. We're just about to try and jump the field with Latifi. He's at the back, he's ready to go. And we're now going to start the boost. Latifi's going to get absolutely chock-a-blocked. Look at this, this is like traffic on the motorway. And we're going to jump a fair few. Perez needs to get past Perez. Can he go up the inside here? Not quite. Latifi's up to P17. Make that P16. Key Jayan. Is that better? Key Jayan. I'll get better with names eventually. Trust me. So Perez comes in. And Latifi, remember, we did that undercut on lap 2. And he's now going to go in to P10. And we've got a fair few hard tyres ahead of us to pit. Can we get the job done? This is why you should be reactive to the safety car. You could see the safety car come out then. We absolutely boxed straight away to predict an undercut, and look at Latifi from the back of the grid, now sits in P4 and he's jumped our own Perez. So brilliant strategy here to do 5 laps. Perez is trying to fight back. He's not happy with his teammate. Can we get any further? It's going to be hard to get past the Ferrari with them tyres. Perez trying to get P5. But Latifi's on for a solid result in this race. From P17 to P4. That is beautiful. And here goes Perez to try and get P5. And he does get the job done. One more attack from Latifi. Can he get on the podium against the Ferrari? Not quite. And here comes Perez to steal his thunder. We can't have Perez stealing the thunder. Oh, he's going to steal it. Can we get Latifi back on the podium? Photo finish. No, we can't. Javier got P21. How did everybody else get on in GP? Let me know your finishing position and your level that you entered. We've got Javier at P21 this week, dropping 6 points across the whole weekend. Yeah, Paolo, we've been told that it's going to be very more sort of effective in race. You can change a lot more the dynamics of the racing, which should be very good. You'll be able to interact more, which should be interesting. Gaming with Trevor, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Andrew, do you want to have another go at trying to destroy me, basically? We're going to start a search at 1952. Ryan's loving the life of getting drunk. Fair play, that'll be me this weekend. Fair play to you. T4 dropped 4 points final round for a nearly perfect weekend, apart from the 1 point in quali. So good, still a good round. Rishikesh, you should be able to change the quality. Click the little cog. You should be able to change it to a better quality. That's what I try and do anyway. Andrew got 53rd in champion. How many points was that, Andrew? Eri went 20 out of 20 and only got P13. Oh, that's tough, Eri. That is very tough. Frederick got P47 in champs. 185, 367, and a big improvement to take 374 in the final round. Good, solid effort. And Gaming with Trevor, 16th in Challenger, making his way up. So if you want to try and match me, 1952, 52 minutes past, we'll search. Javier loving the bots. I'm going to wait for you this time, Javier. I'm going to come and get you. So Gaming Trevor, P12 in Challenger it was. Kamegi's got P6 in Contender without boosts and getting a 376. That's a fantastic effort. Massively well done for that. So let's go then. Let's see if we can get anyone. And we do get Issa. I don't know if you're in here, but it's not Andrew, that's for sure. We'll see if we can get through this unscathed though. And it is Singapore under the lights. Paolo, that's a great effort. P2 in champs. With a not max team score either. That's a terrific effort. Should be proud of that one. Should be very proud. What we're going to use in here. Eagle. And we're going to use Taurus. Andrew's got some Russian, dude. Andrew, we go again in a minute, don't worry. Win that race, and it just means you have to take a bigger win streak off me, that's all. So, P6, P16. Paul, welcome, mate. How you doing? Paolo made a clean sheet. That's what we like to see. Andrew dropped 8 points in final round. Oh, final round so tough sometimes. So we get Perez up to P4. Latifi P13. Mark's got tons of self-control. If anybody needs self-control boost next season, give Mark a message. I'm sure he'll hook you up. He's got plenty of boosts of self-control. He's been watching plenty of them adverts, Marcus. Benjamin dropped 4 points. Paul's on his way to Series 12. Paul's going to get a nosebleed soon. He's that high in the series. How many flags have you got to go, Paul? Ryan, just drop us a message in Discord, mate, and we'll have a look, see where we can get you in the club. Or you can, for now, apply to ASW F1 Troops. And we can go from there. Oh, it definitely is, Andrew. It's a tough going at the minute. I'm surprised I'm not in your GP group. Paul's got 900 flags to go with a week to go. Oh, it'll be easy. You do that in your sleep. So, another safety car. We're going to do the same again. We're going to go for some hard tyres. See what we can do here. Paolo's on 13,500. I haven't seen you either, Paolo, yet in there. Yeah, Ryan, let me know. Let me know, mate. Keyjayan. Temperature's not really affecting anything here. No, just pretty much standard. It's only about 35 degrees. Well, probably about 31, 32 and above, actually. That hurts you a bit more. But yeah, as Maestro says, things can get quicker, but oh god, it destroys your time management. Oh, Paolo, I was just saying, I haven't seen you in my GP group yet. Yeah, above 30 degrees. It makes tyre a bit quicker, but it runs out very, very quickly. As we get Perez into P2. Remember, we've done the early cut again with Latifi to try and see if we can get up the field, but at the minute, it's going to be very difficult to do so. I don't know how much speed it gives you, the hotter conditions, because it's not massive when we've done some testing on it. Toki, welcome. Welcome, mate. Glad to see you. Hope you're doing well. Make sure you like the video, everybody. Make sure you share it as well to get as many people as we can. But yeah, hit a like. Make sure you subscribed. Andrew, yes, Messiah is in the team. He's in our main club. Yeah, I'm all good, Toki, thank you. So we're going to looks like we're going to get Latifi up a fair few positions here. And this was another one of them early undercuts on the safety car. Yeah, because I'm on 13,900, Andrew. So I'm quite surprised I haven't got you. So Perez is in the lead. Latifi P13 with all these in front of us about to pit. So we're probably going to get up to around P8, P9. Yeah, Paolo, that's fine. I meant your weekend league. I haven't seen you in my group. So Champions GP. And here's Latifi, P8 now. Frederick, next season, I reckon you can get 3. 3 epics, I reckon you can max out. I believe in you. If nobody else does, I believe in you. And I forgot that Latifi needs to look after his car servicing, because I might have just doomed Latifi here. That's not going to be good. And we might be in a position to lose his race. I'm going to have to just go around with 8% servicing. Oh no. Oh no. I think we've doomed. I should have pitted, but I couldn't be bothered. Can we hold on? I don't think we're going to hold this on. Down to 6%. Kind of forgot servicing's a big part of this game. I should have knew better. Benjamin, free-to-play account next season. I'm not going to start it straight away, I don't think. I'm going to be very busy on the main account. I'm thinking that I will probably give it a month or two, and then I'll give it a good go again. But definitely not as late as this season. Right, so Latifi is going to survive this race. Just going to survive in P10. But yeah, I'm looking forward to free-to-play next season. I think a lot of you, I know Andrew especially, loves the free-to-play account. So I'll hopefully be bringing it back. Right, so if anybody wants to match with my dodgy setup, see if we can overcome. It is going to be searching at 20:02. That's when we're going to try and search again. See who we can get. Key Jane, I don't think it's too bad. I think it just takes a bit more out of the car and the way it's designed on the game. But I just tried to do 5 laps there at full pace, which is pretty much impossible. So that was more on me, really. Andrew, if I get you and you get a massively better qualifying, I don't think you should use boosts. I think you should let me use boost only. Well, we're going to win this sprint race. I think that's pretty clear because nobody else is racing. So it looks like we're all good. Yeah, Frederick, we just survived that race. Even if, see, some of us do make mistakes sometimes. Luckily, we survived on that one. I'm looking forward to going straight into Champions next season. That'll be interesting. T4, look after yourself. We'll see you new season for sure. I'm sure I'll see you in the comments as well on the videos. Touch My Dilly, are you chasing down that P1 still? Is that still on the cards? Is it the last weekend hurrah for you? Yeah, Kameki, it probably does take a lot more out of the car, slower tracks. So, 2 minutes past, we'll go again, see if we can get Andrew or anybody else searching. As soon as it hits 2 minutes past, we will search. And here we go, we are searching. And we do get juice. Now, this is going to be impossible. I think we're about to lose the win streak. Touch My Dilly gave up a long time ago. You never know, it might happen this weekend. I saw you in my GP group recently, Touch My Dilly, so nice to see you in the old champs. We've got mission impossible here. Absolute mission impossible to overcome this. There's no way we do this. Not in a million years. They're going to go dead fast, and we're just going to stick on Street Shark for what it's worth. Sadly, the 40+ win streak is over. Unless a miracle happens. I definitely got hooked there. You never know. We could get up to P4. Oh, never mind. Never mind. So we're going to leave Perez. Let's see how many points we can get. Andrew, we'll try again, mate. There's no harm in that. We'll have a bit of a laugh with this rival. Let's see if we can push P4, though. Can't just yet. Cut down. We're going to attack through the main parts of this track. So we're going to attack down the straight. And here we go. Can we get the job done down here? We get one. Can we get Leclerc? We can. And we're going to cut down. Latifi looking for a move on Sebastian Vettel. Can't get the job done. So Perez is up to P3. And we're going to try again. Can Perez just get a nice boost through here? Close that gap. Can we at least take P1 off the rival? That would be interesting. That would be fun. So P2 it is. And up to P1. We do manage to get into P1. To the rival's shock. Latifi's still trying to get past Sebastian Vettel. And that doesn't look like that's going to go anywhere anytime soon. So sadly, the win streak seems to be over. There's loads of people on hard tyres as well. We've got a few soft tyres around us. I mean, we could try and do an undercut here. Let's try. Perez comes back out. Can't get ahead of the rival. We're going to do Latifi in. Because of all these cars around us on hards, it's going to be impossible. There's no way we're going to win this. But we had fun trying. Perez just got absolutely schooled by Verstappen. When have we heard that before? Now the power of dead fast should bring us through here. And this is the power of boosts. And he can't get the job done just yet. Mark, look after yourself. Have a good evening. Good luck over GP as well. Hope you have a good weekend in GP. We've got Latifi up to P14, but he's just not making any moves. That undercut hasn't really worked. Still got a bunch of... Well, everyone's pitted, so it definitely hasn't worked. And we're just stuck. Andrew, I was on 40-something, and that's now gone. There's no way we can overcome this. Even with the best ability in the world. But we're trying to get past Perez, which can't be done. Finally get done. So we've still got a pit. We're going to just try and take the lead off the rival. See if we can at least take P1. And we can't at the minute. We can't get past Max Verstappen, who is on the softs. Somehow the rival got past him very easy. And we can't seem to get past him. As much as we try. Latifi's going to be coming in. So we gave it a go. We gave it a very good go. Still can't get past Max Verstappen, who will be coming into the pits. But he's held us up for a very long time. And then we finally do get past. Take care, Mark. Look after yourself. So, 4.2 seconds behind the rival. That's gone. Latifi in a world of his own at the back. We tried something different. Couldn't get the job done. We had to try something. But we did get P2. We did split his rivals. I find a lot of the time, Benjamin, that pit stops are... my rival is always ahead of me in the pit lane. I know, Vishal. He's having to take all the Verstappens. If one wasn't bad enough, the other Verstappen was definitely tough. So we're going to finish P15 in the end. And that is the best we could have done. Or even P15 we stayed. Andrew, you ready again? We'll definitely try again. Frederick, catch you later. Thank you for joining. So let's go 10 past. We will try again. If anybody in there wants to search as well. Let's see what we can do in here. Perez and Latifi again. So, sadly the win streak ends. But it was fun while it lasted. We're going to win the sprint, not too far away from that now. And then we'll have a look at some new drivers after this. Can we get Andrew? Andrew, you can't take my win streak now. That's sad for you. Yeah, Kamegi, I think it's hard to do. I think it's hard to balance that pit entry part with the where you sit. I don't think they can do a lot about it, if I'm honest, but it just depends who you come up against. I don't know what decides it either. I suppose it's random, but it never seems to be random. So, come on. Can we get Andrew or anybody else who's searching at 10 minutes past? So here we go. Can we get someone in here? Doesn't look to be the case, and we get Lucy or Lucci, whichever one. No club. Don't know if they're in here or not. Homer, welcome. Stu wants matchmaking sorted out. Yes, matchmaking can be a pain sometimes. It's got quite a big gap between your max player that you can pick. PvP's random against AI, always second pits. Wonder about real player though. I mean, I always seem to be the first one in the pits. That's one thing I'd always think to say. Always seems to be that way. So, here we go. Let's get these two rocking again. Paolo, look after yourself. Take care, mate. So, rivals using boost. We have got a real player. And they are starting mid-pack compared to us. But we've already got Perez in P4 with that boost start. And Latifi sitting in P15 at the moment. We're going to leave Perez boost him. We're going to boost Latifi down the straight. Target them overtaking spots. And there's one for Sergio Perez. What about Latifi? Can he get the job done? Not round here, he can't. Let's boost Perez. And then let's boost Latifi. That dead fast is going to be dead fast. What do you expect? And he's into P2. Here comes Latifi, though, up to P13. So not making massive ground. Yeah, Homer, I thought too. But yeah, definitely using some okay boosts around here as well. So this is not over at all. We're going to have to be on our best game here as Perez picks up the lead. And Latifi now will start to boost down here. Can he get Ricciardo? Oh, what a wide move that was. Let the hard tyre through. And we do end up losing a spot. Perez is in. Latifi should get a good run here. Surely on the hard tyre. And doesn't. So it's tough going for Latifi at the minute. We're going to come into the pits and save some fuel. Miami, I'm not sure if it is or not. Yeah, Homer, I think, yeah, they definitely use the tyres which you would associate with it. So, yeah, I'm surprised as you are. But we've got it all to do in this race, I think. especially with Latifi. Oh, Kamegi, I imagine with using like a tuning boost, that would be incredible. Something really, really quick. Here goes Latifi with that Eclipse. Gets into P18. Stu, I think for playing friends would be good, or at least club members, where you could practice tracks. I think that would be an epic change to make. I think that would be really good. See, the fast pit time used to be the GOAT of F1 Clash. It used to be amazing. So we're going to come back. What fuel have we got? We're okay for fuel, not brilliant. And here comes Latifi. We're going to have to conserve for one lap here, I think, as he comes in. Yeah, pit stops. The game has changed a lot. As much as a lot of people will dislike parts, it definitely has changed. And I think it has changed for the better. I do believe that. See, yeah, it's true, free practice, like private match on Call of Duty. Something along them lines. There is a lot of street tracks these days. That seems to be the way they're going. We've obviously got a fair few street tracks on here as well. So let's boost Latifi. Rivals in the pits. Let's get ahead of him. And let's come back in. Probably pit some mediums just to go to the end with. KJ in. Yeah, Las Vegas, China, Qatar and Monaco. So Monaco we won't get because of licensing issues. So I think Hutch don't hold the rights to use Monaco. Whereas Las Vegas, Qatar might come this season, but potentially China might be licensing issues as well. So don't expect to see them ones very quickly or anytime soon. So this rival's given us a very good battle. And they're currently not ahead, but they're ahead of Latifi. So we've got to try and get Latifi through to secure this win. Andrew, China was a good track. It had an amazing that first bend, that first corner was insane. You used to fly off the track and go all the way around. F1 Maestro, it should. But yeah, as Paul says, the Chinese GP's cancelled, but not sure if that's why they took it out the full game. But yeah, there's no Chinese GP this year, so not included. Probably isn't in the licensing for the season. Yeah, F1 Maestro, China first couple of corners was incredible. So Perez wins. Here comes Latifi round the outside of Hamilton. Can't get the job done. And here comes the other rival as well with Russell on the softs. And that softs gets straight past us. Incredible. Straight past us again. But here comes Eclipse coming back at. And rivals got past. We're trying to get past Perez. And we do. So we do get P9. We do manage to win. That was a good race. Very good race indeed. So we're nearly at the end of sprints. And we can see if we can have a look at some drivers once we've finished this. Hopefully the game and the video doesn't crash. How many more have we got to do? One more race. So if you want to try and match up again, Andrew, we are saying 2019 is the match. Anybody? I am using Perez and Latifi, so if you're rocking 1831, then you're going to destroy me. But it's all in the name of fun. That's all that matters. Yeah, Andrew, that was the problem. It's not like F1 where you can put on F1 2014 and race all old tracks. Sadly, the updates force you to lose stuff. I think we used to have Portugal as well, didn't we? I'm sure we had Portugal at one point. I'm sure I remember Portugal as a track. That was last season. Yeah, Portimao, that's the one. Kamegi's got it. And yeah, Paul. Yeah, I did think I wasn't going mad, but Portugal was definitely on there. It didn't seem to last very long, though. I can't remember. I think it came in towards the end of the season. It wasn't around too long. Monaco, can you imagine putting Rooster on Monaco and doing 8 laps of hard nowadays? You'd never get past. That used to be a frustrating track. So hard to score points at. So we get a real player. Jerry Bond, don't know if you're in here, but that was a very quick matchup. Yeah, I didn't remember it being that long. I barely got used to the strategy before it was disappeared. So P8, P16. Kamigi, yeah, 4 months. Keith, evening. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're looking after yourself. We're going to try something different here. We're going to try Skull. We're going to stick back on Taurus. See if Skull has anything. Favourite constructor? I'm a big Ferrari fan, I must say, Homer. What about you? Benjamin, 6 Monacos. No, I don't think I'd play that GP. I think I'd protect my mental health and not race. So, boost used by Jerry Bond to make a decent race here. We've used Skull for a bit of fun, just to see what it's like on Brazil, and we're going all over the place so far. Who is everybody else's favourite F1 constructor? What fans have we got in here? Homer's like McLaren. Forgot to take down Latifi, and he's been boosting for a while by the look of it. Trevor's going Red Bull. Javier's gone Haas. Homer's rocking Mercedes now. Bacon Master Plays welcome. Javier's loving Gunter Steiner. The man, the legend. You probably would lap the field at Monaco. Kawhi, Taurus, Eagle, something like that. Would be insane around there. Benjamin's a big Merck and Lewis fan. Be a popular choice, I imagine, Merck and Lewis. So here comes Skull, bringing us back into P3, and we've got a safety car. So we're going to bring in Latifi. He's in the perfect opportunity to make an early pit stop. And we're going to bring in Sergio Perez as well. Be able to rock the softs here as well. Probably could have gone softs with Latifi, but never mind. Yeah, Mercedes not doing too well at the minute. Compared to their dominance, that's for sure. Still a good team, though. Keith used to work at McLaren. I mean, is that why they're not doing very good now, Keith? Is that why you used to work there and you don't anymore? You never know. Benjamin's not a massive Max fan or Red Bull. What changes would I like to see in the game, KJ asks? I'd probably like to say GP groups changed. I think GP groups should be built off your max team score. So even if you haven't upgraded stuff, I think you should be matched against players with the same or similar team score as you. I think that would make it completely fair. Or The big suggestion that I've sort of asked Hutch is I think everybody should start a GP each weekend, and you should get the same boosts to use. Hutch should give you, I don't know, 16 boosts or 20 boosts, and everybody gets the same boosts, the same variety of boosts, and you have to pick which circuits you use them to your best ability. That's what I'd like to see. A bit more variation with the GP. I think it'll be very good compared to at the minute now. I think at the minute it's just who can keep their flags low and spend a lot when it comes out. So Perez up to P1. And we're on the back foot slightly. We've got Alonso ahead of us on them softs. And it's a very close battle at the moment. Perez holding off Gasly. Alonso putting us to the sword out front. Okay, you could have tyres. You could have certain tyres to be used at certain tracks. I mean, one of the things I saw when I first started this game was, a couple of years ago, I thought you had to use 2 different tyres. So I used to go on softs and mediums or softs and hards because I thought you had to swap tyres. Oh, and I forgot my tyres. Oh, we've got through. I thought that was one more lap to go. So we're about to lose unless we can get this position off Perez. And we can. And Rival's not going to get P3. So that was a good race. Just managed to get the win in that one against the level 8 Alonso. And our car was pretty much better. So let's see what sprint gives us. We do manage to get P1 in the sprint after all that time. So let's have a look in here. Let's see what we can get. Anything decent would be nice. We've got Albon, George Russell, Inferno. Baker Master plays. It's just so I start at the back to give you a bit more fun for me coming through the field. We've got Leclerc, and we get Leclerc again. So 10 more Charles Leclerc comes out for us from doing the sprint races. So we'll take 10 Leclerc all day long. I think that's a good pull for anybody doing sprint races. So who wants to see, and hopefully it doesn't crash this, but who wants to see some drivers then? So let's should be able to bring up the photos. Here we go. So first of all then, and hopefully this doesn't crash, let me know if it crashes. We've got Logan Sargent. So making an appearance this season is Logan Sargent. What does everybody think to Logan Sargent's card? So we'll just play that again so you can see. Got to keep it on the replay. So yeah, Logan Sargent coming to F1 Clash. And I think he looks like a pretty low epic. I mean, his rare is better than his epic card, which makes it interesting to see. I think a lot of us might be rocking Logan Sargent at the start. So looking at his stats, let's have a look. So he's got pretty standard common at that point. We look at his rare, and his rare gets a bit better, 64, and it does gradually increase. So we obviously got the overtaking defend. No wet weather ability this season. If anyone hasn't noticed, we don't have any wet weather ability for drivers. Yeah, Andrew, I think they're going to be more usable than we thought. But that rare is okay. And then for the epic, we have a pretty poor one. It's in the middle of a common and a rare. So it's going to be interesting to see how that gets usable. It doesn't look great. I think it is just going to be fodder that we don't use and we discard at a later date. But it'll be interesting to see what they do with Logan Sargent. So, moves us on to number 2, and we've got Yuki Tsunoda. So what does everyone think of Yuki Tsunoda? So Yuki this season, a Series 10 driver. So he's going to be a fairly useful driver for our car. And I think his common looks okay. His rare looks pretty decent. And his epic, I think, looks very good indeed. So let's go back to his common. Yeah, Paul, epics have always been higher. I think they're trying to make some cards more usable. I think they've done a balancing act across it. So we're going to see a lot more people rocking rares. How many of rares is different though. Benjamin, thanks for joining. Hope you look after yourself. Good luck in qualifying tomorrow as well. So yeah, Yuki Tsunoda common looks pretty common, as we would argue. His rare looks fairly decent at Series 7. So let's have a look at... So we're looking at a rare Tsunoda nowadays, yeah? So rare Tsunoda. Let's have a look. Where is he? So here we go. So here's Yuki Tsunoda this season. And you can see, if we put him on, that he had 49, 51, 47s, 43, 41. So Yuki Tsunoda pretty standard when it comes to a sort of rare in Series 6. But if we go back at this one, Series 7, he's definitely got a lot more stats looking at it. I mean, they're all in the 40s. And his rare here is in the 70s and his race start 80. So could be very different, definitely different cards to be used this season. Yeah, touch my dilly, it could be. It might be that you have to get, I don't know, you have to get Tsunoda to rare level 7 before you can level up an epic. It could be something very strange. It's going to be very interesting to see what they do. I think looking at Yuki's epic here, I think that is a very decent card. So 85, 88. His race start's very good. This season he had poor tyre management. Let's go and have a look at the epic card. And we'll have to swap him over so I can put him back on. Well, I probably didn't have to. Yuki Tsunoda this season was all in the 60s. So 64, 60, 65, that kind of thing. And now we're well into the 80s. So looks like we're definitely going to see Yuki Tsunoda in play for a lot of people. Next one we have Alex Albon. So a bit more variety in stats. And again, I think his epic is a Series 1 driver. And his stats for a Series 1 driver are pretty poor. So his common looks pretty much better than his epic. And let's have a look at his rare. His rare is decent. So his rare is at 75, 64s. It's a lot better. And then we have a look at his epic, which his epic is pretty much the same as his common. I mean, Albon's good at qualifying. That's one thing we've got to remember. Sammy, Hamilton has not been released yet. We're still waiting for Hamilton's card. Yeah, Paul, using rares lowers team score. Well, it does at the minute. Whether it does in this season, who knows? I mean, we might be moving different drivers for different tracks at this rate. And then we've got a big card, Fernando Alonso. Now, this is probably the one that everybody wanted to see. Everybody wanted the Fernando Alonso card. And boy, are we in for a treat with this one. His common's pretty decent, I would say. For in terms of a common, it is pretty good. But what about his rare? His rare gets even better. 86, 70s, that's not bad at all. Sammy wants commentary added. Sammy, shall I do the commentary? Shall I apply for the role? And then, yes, looking at the Epic. So this is what everybody wanted to see this season. And have a look at that. That is incredible. I mean, what does that mean for Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton? Let's try and zoom in a bit so you can see further. And we've got overtaking at 99. 99 overtaking for Fernando Alonso. We've got 92 defending. 89 qualifying. 97 race start. And 88 tyre management. So could we see Fernando Alonso being one of the best drivers in F1 Clash 2023? Baker Master plays there is no Monaco this season. I don't know about the new season, but at the minute there is licensing issues, which means Monaco can't be raced on the game. But yeah, Andrew, Max could mean Max. You never know. But at the minute, Fernando Alonso looks a hell of a driver out there. We've got our first time Nick de Vries. He's in there for the first time. And his stats don't look the best. He's looking okay for an Epic though. But it depends what everyone else's Epics look like. So his common's pretty standard at 50s. And then if we look at his rare's pretty much down there as well. So you'd argue that they're not too great. And then his Epic is fairly okay. So we're a lot higher cards. And we've got 80s and 70s. So his Epic, not too bad, considering what else is out there. Debris on track is what? Carlos Sainz, was it Andrew who said that, I think, off memory? Welcome back, Paolo. And then we've got the Hulk. Nico Hulkenberg back in F1 Clash for this season. We've got his rare looking okay. Not too bad. We've got his rare up there with 68, Series 6. Yeah, I thought it was Andrew. Baker Master Plays, it's what Carlos Sainz said on his radio. Yeah, touch my dilly. I thought Nico Hulkenberg would be a lot higher. I think he's a very underrated driver personally. And then through his Epic, yeah, his Epic's not high at all, is it? Series 6 Epic, 70 overtaking, 75 defending. Yeah, that's not the best. I think he could have been a lot better, especially with him being back in the game for years. But yeah, Nico Hulkenberg is back. How usable he'll be, we don't know. But it might be usable in Series 6. You never know. But yeah, I think he should have been in F1 a lot longer. We've then got K-Mag. This is our last driver that has been released so far. So pretty good at defending by the look of it. Sammy, no idea yet. Hopefully not too much. I've quite enjoyed free-to-play, I must say. So, if anything, I might try and see if I can get us a Champ P1 with free-to-play. That would be a great show for the season. I'll happily have my main account. Maybe about £5, Sammy. K-Mag's rare, looks okay. Very good at defending as well. Kevin on pole. Yep, Kevin has got a pole position. So his qualifying could be a lot better. Kamegi is saying Lance Stroll has been released. We can try and have a look on Facebook, see if we can... But yeah, I think K-Mag's looking not too bad. Let's look at his Epic again. But yeah, not too bad at all. Let's see if we can go and have a look to see if anything else has been released. Let's have a look. Yes, so Lance Stroll is out. So what have we got on Lance Stroll? Pretty standard common then, so far. It's a bit higher on the levels though, I must say. We've got rare Lance Stroll, 79s, 70s, so looking fairly decent in rare terms. And then for Epic, that's not a bad card at all. Series 11, lower version of Alonso, yeah. Alonso's trying to improve Stroll, as you've seen at the weekend. And 92, 83, that's a pretty good card as well. They're not leaving much room for a 10% boost on them, that's for sure. So yeah, they are the released drivers this season. So we'll probably do one more race then before we head off. Who wants to try and match up? Let's get many of you matching up as possible. And we're going to go for a race. One more race in Series 12 at 2042. See who we can get before we do call it a night. Our next stream will be F1 Clash 2023. How exciting. It is not far away. So 2020, what did I say? 2042. 2042. So yeah, not far away, the new season. How many of you are going to be watching my live streams, watching my videos for when the new season comes out? Paul, I come back off holiday on Tuesday. So as the game gets released, I'll come back. And I've got a few days off. Have you? Definitely got to get the days off work going. Paul, I'm the same, mate. I'm the same. I've got until Monday, go back. I've got to get the videos out there, and I've got to beat off the competition. Nah, I just want to help everybody. Get the videos out there to help people straight away. How to start the game, how to win Series 1, all that kind of thing, just to get their grasp. I think anything I can do to help will help. Yeah, Bacon, it'll be pretty quiet from me at the weekend. I won't be racing too much. I've got a week off on holiday. So this weekend you might not see a GP video from me. If you do, it won't have any commentary against it, most likely. Nice quiet weekend for me. Good luck in your exams. Hope you do well. Make sure you smash that. So yeah, Andrew, I don't think it's given us a race this evening. And this guy started on wet tyres. Great, we're going to be here for 10 minutes. This person has just done it on YouTube as well. You're live on YouTube and you've stuck wets on. It's a good job you're a guest. That wouldn't have been too good. So sadly, this is going to take an age, this race, because some people are not very respectful when it comes to that, unless they've done it by accident, but not usually. Mark, no idea yet. Don't know what they're going to be planning. Yeah, Paul, but I can't run out of fuel. That requires me to judge it very well. And I can't run it very well. Keith, I hope I beat him. I think I'll retire. If I tried to run, I did this on free to play. If you watch one of my earliest free to play videos, I ran out of fuel on this track. I mean, look how he's not too far out the back, to be fair. He's already 20 seconds behind. So to just continue our little run. I mean, it's a nice, easy win to finish a stream, that's for sure. Not what we wanted, though. Not in this manner. As Latifi gets back up the field. And we've got a safety car. So we'll make sure we come in to the pits. Get some free pit stop on the go. What we like to see. That's what we want. And come out on the mediums. I bet he doesn't change tyres. Stays on the wets. Sadly. Right, can we? I mean, what's he on now? He's still on wets. It's going to be a long race. And we can boost both now. A lot of people coming into the pits. And we're up to P4, P11. And he's not pitting. So we're just going to let this run out to the end. Kamegi, the best thing was I raced yesterday and I was in the hot tub. And this guy did wets on Austria, ran out of tyres, never pitted. And I was just there in the hot tub. He was thinking he was wasting my time, but I was actually loving life. In the sun, with a drink. Happy days. So Latifi's going to get P4. He is wasting his time, that's for sure. As Latifi goes P4. So we're going to finish on a high here. And he's out on sauce now, so probably the bot has taken over potentially. But he's not that far behind. He's only just over a lap behind. Can Perez get the win from Max Verstappen? These two fighting away again. But Perez does win, and Latifi does come back to finish P4. So a great little run there. we do come home with some good points to finish this video. That's what we like to see. Nice 44 points. To race the longest time. Yeah, I wouldn't go down too well with a lot of people if I tried to do that, especially against a real player. Right, all then, I am calling that an evening. So we probably won't be live at the weekend. It probably, if we do upload, it will just be a recording without commentary of the weekend. So just so you are aware of that, we're going to have a nice little break after this week. We'll still do qualifying. We'll do a lowering flags video probably Thursday, and your strategy guide maybe Friday if I get time. But we will be back next week to give you a strategy for the new season. So hopefully I'll see you then. And always, I will catch you in the new one as always. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.